What's up, YouTube? It's BO2, and today we're going to be talking about the state of competitive gaming in Call of Duty. I'm not going to touch on any of the pro scene at all. We're just going to talk about the average person wanting to play Call of Duty competitively. This is a gameplay from Black Ops 2. I go 27-9, not to burst any bubbles or ruin anything. I throw a VSAT up. You'll see how this, I don't want to give too much away, but you'll see how this game ends. That's why I picked it for today. More so on the topic, though. Competitive gaming. We all know that competitive gaming means when you're not playing in a public match and you want to actually take it seriously, you want to play by what are called 2K rules, or what the rules that the pros play by, and kind of see who's better than who. The state of competitive gaming in the last couple of games, and especially in the last few years, like 3 or 4 years, have really taken off. Obviously, competitive gaming is a big part of Call of Duty, and it would be a stupid notion just to kind of brush that off as, like a whim or a fad. I think that's going to stick around for, a lot longer, for games to come, and I think Activision's going to catch on to it and realize that this is a big part of their market. So if you're not familiar with what competitive gaming is now, or what the options have been in the last few games, let's go ahead and just reiterate those. In the gameplay you're seeing right now, Black Ops 2, this game was amazing for the innovation of what was League play at the time, right? League play had a couple of pros and cons to it. Obviously, some of the good things about it were that it was really easy to use. You just hop on, you play some League play matches, and then you get ranked, which was actually another benefit of it, right? The ranks were comprehensible, and easy to understand. So if I was really good, then I was placed in Platinum or Masters. But if I didn't do as well, or I didn't play League play as much, and I played my ranking matches, and I obviously didn't win as many, I might be placed in Iron or Bronze. And then comparatively, you could tell how you stack up against other players, which, was a nice feature. One of the bad things about that League play setup and things like that were that you had a team of 4 people to work with. And if one of those people quit, then unfortunately you were asked out, and it was 3v4, or in some cases 2v4, whatever the case may be. Sometimes, that's because people just quit out. I mean, that's just the way the community is, and I don't really agree with that. I think that's kind of a stupid and childish thing to do. But again, when most of the community is made up of younger players, you can imagine that sort of thing happens, or maybe you just get disconnected, which actually brings me to another kind of negative thing about this particular model, was that it encouraged a lot more host booting, which is where somebody finds out your IP address and then they just overload your modem or your router until the point where it can't connect to the internet anymore, and then you get booted offline, and then it's an easy win, right? Because you're playing like 4v1 or 4v2, and then it's just really easy to. And I thought this guy was they were both gonna come to my right, and they actually split, and so they did a pretty good job. But anyway, so that was kind of I can't even remember if I finished my thought. So yeah, that was kind of the shitty thing about League play, was that, it was new, it was innovative at the time, but, the one thing about it that kind of sucked was, like, it just encouraged more shitty behavior out of people, which, I guess with innovation will come those sort of things, but that's neither here nor there. Then we go to Ghosts, right? Ghosts had clan versus clan, which, it took the approach of wanting to pit people in clans against each other at first. Like, it has the whole clan war thing, which is kind of competitive, but not really. It's not competitive in the same sense, like, FaZe Clan or, Strictly Business or Evil Geniuses. It's not like that sort of competitive. It's just like competitive, like, okay, I have a group of 6 people that I think is better than you, and I think cumulatively we can score better at, I don't even know how I died there, we could score better at, TDM or domination, and collectively over like 2 weeks we will outscore you. That's not really what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is more or less, okay, we got 4 people, let's see how that matches up. So they didn't do a great job with that. Eventually they ended up putting some patches in that made the actual clan versus clan option in the game more like League play in Black Ops 2. But even then, it was a kind of shitty replacement. I will say one positive thing about it, though. They did do a very good job. One of the negatives about Black Ops 2 League play was that once somebody dropped out, they couldn't drop back in, like, get back into the game. But if you're playing in clan versus clan and you lose a person, somebody else can come and replace that person, which is kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time, because then, you know, you can get dropped into some really shitty situations competitively where, you know, your team's spawn trapped and, you know, you're down 20-something to 3 in Blitz, and that's... Nobody wants to be in that situation, so, you know, you could look at it as a positive. I will. I'll give them that, but some people might consider that to be a negative thing. And then we have this other kind of cryptic method of competitive play that not too many people even know about. I've done it a few times myself. This is what I'm gonna lump these two things together. I'm gonna call them the game battles and UMG matches, which are the wager matches. This is kind of like catching popularity lately. The wager matches, at least. Game battles have been around for a while, but GBs and wager matches are kind of that third-party option that have no affiliation with Activision or Xbox to facilitate matches between people that are willing and ready and able to have matches, and they have a ladder system, and they kind of they're just based off of, you know, availability. Like, you know, you available to play. This team is 27-3 in Search and Destroy. It's kind of a little bit hyper competitive, and, you know, it's very good for the pro scene, and I'll say that, but, you know, as far as ease of use goes, it's cryptic. You know, it's hard to understand. Sometimes it's indecipherable unless you get somebody who understands what the hell's going on. And like I said, the other thing is it's not governed by Activision and Xbox, and I don't know how good of a thing that is. And right now you see we were actually down by 4 points. I get the last 3 kills here. That was actually really big. They all kind of lined up for me, and I was elated. I go 27-9, like I said. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think you want to see on the next game from Activision, the new Advanced Warfare. I know what I'd like to see, but that's in the comments, alright? It's your boy Fuzzy Motion. YouTube, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.